you open. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the Garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. You open, you like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the Garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. And there must be something wrong, 'cause I can feel her crawling around.
Good morning. Oh, what do we have over here? Lovely. Okay. Son of a. Yeah. There. That's better. Good morning, people. Wow. Running a little bit late this morning, as you can see, but we're going to get right into it. And, do a little bit of building. We are looking at the space cruiser YAMATO this morning. If you haven't seen it, here, I'll add it to the source. I'll add it to the screen so that you guys can get a good look at what we're going to be building. If you're like me and you are a child of the 80s, then you would recognize this. This is the space cruiser YAMATO, and it's from the show called StarBlazers. It is huge. It's extremely huge. I'm having a little trouble logging in, apparently. We'll see. But yeah, it's huge. It's very, very huge. We actually already got a start on it. I was just trying to... Okay, there we go. Thank you. Enter the world. Now, what was I going to do next? Oh, yes, I remember now. I was supposed to shave. That's not happening. Let's try this again. Projector. So are we on... I think we should be back on TikTok. They didn't seem to like some of what I was doing last week, but I think I should have cleared that up. So hopefully TikTok will have a much better experience this time around. They said that I was reusing content. Maybe it's because I was doing streaming in the places. But I cleaned up a few things, like a couple of mentions about, in the creator code thing where I was, etc. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Hey, Dirty Draws. Hey, Rooster. Chris Carnage is here. And Katie, always good to see you. Rod. Hey, Taz. Let's see who else we got. Warding Works. Good to see you, man. Got Rod. Okay, those are all the shout outs. Hey, still laughs a lot. Good to see you, my friend. And Johnny6549. Hey, welcome back. Haskins, good morning. Okay, so without further ado, I guess I should turn the ship around and let's see what we're looking at. We're looking at this, but then we're gonna pull it back and back some more. This is gonna be the Battleship YAMATO. So, gonna be quite a distance. This is, I believe, currently 120 meters, 104 meters. So not bad. Most of the front is very thin, so we're not actually going to be using as much as many plates as you might think. So we got this under control. This is going to be good. This is going to be awesome. The first thing we had to do though was really get a good hand on. Here, let me show this thing again, just to be sure that that we're all on the same page. The Yamato. Go look up StarBlazers, and you will see the ship again. It is, I believe, the latest show was StarBlazers 20. I forget the time. But there's a couple shows. There's actually, you can go watch it over on Amazon Prime. But it was a show that I actually grew up with. I would run home from school just to see the show because it would come on exactly at 4 o'clock. We were off at 3, and it took me about an hour and a half to walk home. And I was like, to hell with that. And it was a half-hour show, so it was not exactly the best of time to arrive home, and the show was just finishing. So I was determined that I would get home at 4 o'clock, and this was happened over several times where I was just running. I would always miss the start of the show, but I would get there, and it was just a hugely formative part of my childhood, probably even more than Star Wars or Star Trek. It's always been lurking back in my head. I mean, the theme song is always there, and I could just start humming it at a moment's notice. Now, with the ship being this big, we kind of had to do a few things. Matt actually came in. Matty B, thank you for your assistance on this. Came in and helped me shape out the engine part. I decided that I was going to start from the engine and work my way out. And we actually discovered, Warding, this is for you. We actually discovered a couple of changes on the circle, and it was simply that not all sides of the circle are equal. It kind of got weird because with the circle going with the same size, it always creates a gap when you're using the smaller pieces. Say you're using the 2x4 and going this side, it's you don't have any choices really. But we were using the 2x4 and going with the 4 side, so that gave us a little bit of opportunity for space. So by the time we got down here, okay, actually, you know what? Let me show you the original circle first. This is the original circle. I started at the top and worked my way down from both sides. But once we got back to this point and tried to bring it back down, it kind of started to get a little squished, and I couldn't understand it. It was this though. Sorry, Dirty. The show is called StarBlazers. Oh crap. Multi-stream. StarBlazers. It's available on Prime. But you have to do a Crunchyroll. Well, at least here in Canada, we have to do a Crunchyroll in order to watch it. So I had to do a subscription. But anyway, oh no, that perfect circle is not a swivel circle. That is the result of hardship and failure, and realizing at this point that we can't just bring the circle and it's going to connect. No, we needed to establish a top and a bottom first, and then establish the cardinal points. So we have you have our 4 points. You got a 0, a 90, a 270, and 360, right there. Everything is right there, and we had to then make the circle from here, then back again down to the middle, and then because of the way that this thing works, it actually limits us to what we can do. My God, this was so bloody tricky. But here, let me show you. For some reason, when you're on this ship in particular, when you're on this side, it doesn't want, the pressure plate doesn't want to attach. Doesn't matter what you do. So I could not actually start any of my circles from the bottom. This is always what happens. Doesn't matter what. So I actually had to go and find the side and then mirror that coming back over here. So once I found the middle part, and I was able to get the top and bottom here. I mean, it's 10 up, and we used the first part of the circle to try to find the center. It was just figuring out the exact spot so that I could then bring it down to the bottom and mirror this, but then try to copy this angle from this point and then just bring it down. It was a bit of work, but totally worth it because we got there. Kind of had to fake the middle part here because it's really hard to get this to match up. But once it's matched up, it's good. Now this angle was another challenge, and I'm gonna say yeah. There's Matt trying to give away the all the pieces. Warding. Yeah, I would definitely love to see. Swivels have been problematic for me. I know this is great for some uses. It's just not great for everything. Yeah, but I love the puzzle, man. You know how it is with the puzzles. You got to get in there and just figure things out. It really makes your brain work. But I would love to see any other solutions. The swivel is definitely a good thing to work with, but it's so problematic, and I like things that are repeatable instantly. And you I know you have figured out how to get everything repeatable. So I'm looking forward to having a chat with you about the circles and making them even more tight, because we have that's not the end of the circles. I mean, like, we got the angles to deal with the circles, and then the rest of the body to deal with. So there's like so much more to come with this ship. You know, I don't even know exactly what I'm going to be doing with her, but I'm just trying to find a point where I can continue the next circle so that I can have my my main attachment points for the ship, so that I know up here we're gonna have a circle, and then the next circle here that then leads us into the front. So taking it one step at a time. Now, what do we got? So, okay, we do have a new piece that has entered the arena. I don't know if you've discovered this one, Warding, but Supernova is my go-to piece, always. But this is a 15-degree piece, and 15 degree on this was unwieldy. It was, here, let me put it into perspective. What it looks like. You can already see that that is like so much higher, and this would have actually brought us up to about here rather than on that slope. This angle here is repeatable because it is the where are you? Ninjago Island. And this piece, please, Epic, don't nerf this or I'm gonna be really upset. Last time that I showed something off like this, they killed it. So but you can bring you can't put the pressure plate on it. That's not going to work. However, you can walk the pressure plate forward and the pressure plate will stick to the ground. This gives us a much lower angle. This is now like I believe 10 degrees, and shaving off 5 degrees is a huge thing. So we can bring this down and find the right connection point, and there you go. You now have a 10-degree angle. Boom. So I do have to do a little bit of experimenting now, because I want to see how many more angles we can actually use with that same thing. It's like, does this work with the Simpsons kit, for instance? Because we have some nice angles on this. You know what? Let me just try right now. Oh, reward points. I like reward points. Why aren't you? Oh, that's why you're not working. Okay, fine. I see. You need have a little lip. Okay, Simpsons roof. I know we were all looking to see if we could get angles off of this one, but we never tried this method. Does it work? Is it too much? No, that one does not work. But it turns out the pressure plates are a lot more malleable than we give them credit for. So go ahead and experiment. It's one of the best things that we can do. Get these questions answered. Hello. Oh, hi. Maybe you work. And sometimes it's just accidental where you find your answers. Sometimes. All right, that one's not going to work. But anyway, that's off of the Ninjago piece. I know, but I like to share the knowledge. So yes, definitely, let's go and test it out. Yeah, I know, man. That definitely hurts. And when I just moved over to Sandbox permanently from survival, every time that I would destroy or throw away materials, it would always hurt me. It took a while before I could stop cringing every time I got rid of materials. But anyway, here's the construction of the engine. As you can see it right here. Oh, actually, you can't see the engine in this part. Let me find another image that I can share with you guys. I have the whole PDF right here. There's that PDF, but what I'm actually looking at to build is the. Oh, hey. Okay, sorry. I have to take a moment to talk to TikTok. Here, I have the aircraft carrier. Okay. Yes, I do. I have lots of Star Wars planes. I spent the entire of last year building nothing but Star Wars. So you need to go back and take a look at my channel, and you're gonna see pretty much everything that I build. It's all there. It's all there. So much Star Wars. Oh my God. But today we're gonna continue with this build right now, and we're gonna try to get the next main parts of the circle. I've gotten the top parts of this, and I have determined that I can't just dive in with the red for the bottom. I have to get the circle part first. So the black pieces are going to be my stand-in for now, while I get the circle going. So this is my current center, and I'm going to have to now start the bottom part of the circle on this to get it set right. So the center of the circle is kind of now weird, but it is what it is, and what it is awesome. So let's get to building. Any questions you have, please let me know. I will try to respond and not get too far into the zone. Like I said, my main goal right now is just getting the circles set. So once I get one circle, I'm going to move on to the next circle over here and try to keep the center, that center line, going all the way, so that, you know, it's properly maintained. You can see on the right and the back here, these three pieces kind of make up the middle piece, not that four. But it was definitely one good way to actually make this whole thing work. And the middle piece is marked by one of those pieces there. So center, this is my center right here. All right, now this definitely does require the 15 degrees of the supernova. So I'm going to go back to that and grab that. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, it's all about being reproducible, because once you learn certain techniques, it makes your life a little bit easier. And I try to share this with the community because it's a valuable technique to learn. It opens up the entire toolbox for you. And this is one of the easier methods that we've managed to come up with, so that we can all get circles. There you go. And now, what is this? Is this 2? So we're on the curve here. This is a 4. Oh, fun times. So 4. The next one is a 4. The tricky thing is that 1, 2, 3, 4 is that I don't know what the next section is going to be, because we've moved from 4 to 6 to 8. Because I thought this was going to be like a full 6, but it's actually operating quite differently than I fully expected. Ah, son of a... sometimes that the pickaxe, 1, 2, 3, 4, gets it in the way a little too much. I am, of course, waiting for the next bug fixes to come. Hopefully they will go and take care of the swivels not working, or rather causing the ships to explode, because the swivels do work, but you place them onto a dynamic object and the whole thing pretty much, you know, turns into confetti. Or it just gets so bad it boots you out of the game completely, like with my okay, I guess this is the 6. Changes a little bit there. I wonder. Now that's unusual in itself. Let's try that again. Usually you can't do that. Yep, that's why. It's a bit of a cheat. I probably shouldn't cheat. You know, I'm going to just do it over. Do it right. Oh, I forgot what I was saying. Hey, Mr. Biz, what's going on, man? I saw your village, man. That's looking real tight. Can't wait to see what everyone is putting together for the showcase. That showcase has been announced for what date? What date is it? Is the showcase, Haskins? Was it the 21st? Oh crap! Let's try that again. Onto this. Yeah, you guys get to see all my little mistakes. Miscalculations, etc. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think we've been realigned. I don't mind that. I do not mind that at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I am in Sandbox. It allows me to not have to stop what I'm doing to go and grind. I have limited time, and I prefer to focus my time on building. In survival, you can turn on your the ability to fly. It makes some of the parts of building so much easier. And you know what? In Expert, you can actually use the sushi to fly around as well. There is now a special sushi that allows you to fly like a bird. Ooh, that's coming in. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Maybe that should come out one more. So see, it's kind of forcing an alternate thing going on here right now. Maybe I've started from here. Interesting. You know, the worst part is the figuring out. Because we're trying to keep to this as the circle, because that is the set circle. Ah, almost choked on my coffee. See, there you go. Use the fish cakes. I bet you're happy for the fish cakes now, Warding. Because I know you do like so much building in Expert. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. I should wonder. You know what? Let me answer this question myself. Best part about having so much of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that you can go fool around and get those answers. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking for alignment. 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of this going on today. But the YAMATO is a pretty big build. Don't worry, I'm only going to be doing this for about a week, and we're going to move on to other builds because there's so much more. Matt sent me some Ninjago builds, and Kitty and Rod also sent me some other Ninjago builds I have to look at. But this has been one of my not secret builds, but one of the things that I've always wanted to build as much as the Enterprise. So I figure, why not now? Okay, let's see how that is shaping up to there. That's not too bad. See, this is a non-destructive way of trying out a different circle. So we're gonna move this over here. I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4. A good possibility. So we're gonna see how this comes out. And yeah, I'm sorry. I was working on the tutorial for the Destiny's Bounty, the original, and okay, I'm gonna be honest here, and I'll let you guys know one of the biggest problems that I found with that, and it was not even the build. It was that somebody found me, one of my viewers found me on Xbox. They found my name, and then they started messaging me because they'd said something about ship, and I said let's challenge them to a boat build, which I expected them go build your boat and show it off, and we'll have a laugh about it. It'll be cool. but they kind of expected me to let them into my world, or let me into their world, and we can do the challenge that way. In the meantime, I'm there building tutorials and trying to get content ready so that I can actually share with you guys and be ready for stream and other things. And every time I would get to a certain part of the tutorial, a new message would pop up, and I would have to stop recording, because I do tutorials in parts. There's a section that I'm focusing on, and I just want to get through that entire thing so that I can go take that clip, put it in, make a couple of cuts, and continue. I think I restarted that part about 10 times, to the point where I just threw it away and said, to heck with it, I'm going to have to come back to this, because the frustration levels just got so high. So this is my PSA to viewers. Do not, unless you are invited directly, don't reach out to your streamers like that, unless you actually have some kind of relationship with them and you can talk to them directly or whatever. And if you've never spoken to them before, don't do it. So yeah. Where is my bed? I think something that a lot of other creators have probably dealt with. So I'm just going to put that out there. And the worst thing, it wasn't even through Epic, so that I could properly vet them and just turn that bit off. It was through Xbox. So I'm going to have to go turn off my Xbox settings now and make sure that no one else can do that. But one person can pretty much ruin it for everybody else. All right, what we got here? This is way too low. Sorry, too high. So this is not going to work. I think this is possibly the best solution that I have here. I just have to figure out if I need to come down one more, and it looks like I have to. So take this as alternating between 4 to 6 to 8. Yeah, sorry, to 4 again. Which is a little different than what I expected from the top. This should be mirroring the top, but the top was all 4s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, unless it was an alignment issue, and we did have some issues working with these guys to bring them up. This may very well be that issue, where some of these were misaligned a little bit, and the angle keeps shifting. Oh, Matt, you're absolutely fine. You never interrupt, man. Especially since you usually reach out over Discord. So if it was you, Matt, I'd be saying that, Matt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and on the matter of tutorials are a pain in the butt. I actually reached a point last year where I said I wasn't going to do any more tutorials. I was just going to stop. Because they take a lot of work to put together. And at some point it stops being fun, which is the worst part of it. I want to have fun in the game too. But there's the expectation that as soon as I build something, that I have to share it with the world. And that's no longer fun after a point. Now, do I add this to 8? If we do 8 on that, I should be able to bring it to 8 on that. Okay, let's try 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I building? Elijah, have you ever heard of StarBlazers? If you haven't, go and look it up. This is the, where is it? The spaceship YAMATO. It is one of the coolest ships in animation history. And they actually made a live action movie about it, but we really didn't see the YAMATO as much as we really should have. It's a gigantic cruiser that they built as a spaceship to go battle these aliens and make this interstellar journey. It was like an absolutely cool show when I was a kid. So I grew up with the show, and they've done like several iterations of it. I mean, like there was like the original one from 1976, and then they brought it back again in the 90s, and then another version. Like, and of course they kept on revising the ship every single time. Like, you can ask a lot of fans, and they will have different versions of the ship that is their favorite. So this was like anime before anime was cool. Yeah, I'm cool. That's right. I'm the cool guy. That's me. All right, I think that's actually pretty good. We got so 444. Now question is, all right. Since I've done that, okay, I need to do this. I'm afraid I used the wrong piece on there, but let me see if I can fix my mistake and get, where is it? You know, all I want is a circle, so I shouldn't worry about that. No, I'm not going to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that. It's all about the circle. So there's going to be a lot of destruction going on for this, unfortunately. Because I got to build out the interior parts and then go and destroy it, because all of this needs to be replaced with the red. And since we don't have red floorboards, I'm going to have to use the wall pieces in order to get that all set up. I'll show you what I have in mind for the wall pieces. So it's fairly easy. It's one of the easier parts of this build. But once everything is lined up, you know, all sorted out, I'm just going to attach to there and go to the wall. Just use neighborhood. But this is one of the ways you can also use the circle pieces. And on flat surfaces, it's great because you can now turn your circles into circular walls. So it'll be something, oh, I chopped a little too much, but it'll be something along the line of that, but probably more on the interior, or align it to this properly so that we can get a nice red area all set up there. Now, okay, bottom part of the circle. I'm going to need to get one more piece in there. And that should be enough to bring it closer. So then I have to go do the same thing for the other side and then start transferring the other pieces forward so that we can establish the further part of the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. If Wardenworks has a solution for this turning and twisting of the whatchamacallit, of the pressure plate, I am going to be such a happy man, because that is one thing that has been driving me nuts. It's never consistent. It's always changing, man. Always changing. Okay, looks like we're going to have to go with a little bit of Fortnite glue here. Fun times. Fun times indeed. Do not like. Can't do that because it doesn't like it. What about you? Can you do that? No, don't like that either. You can't do that. Man. See, it gets a little fiddly there. Coming at the wrong angle. We're going to have to figure that out now. Maybe a little bit of Fortnite glue as well. Nope. Man, that's going to be tricky. All right. Looks like some of the alignment is off. Off by half a stud? Perhaps. All right, let's do it again. From this side, down 1 and then 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's so important to do both sides almost at the same time. But as soon as you can, 2, 3, 4. Because if you continue building up to the other side, you will forget how you did the other side. Then you have to spend a lot of time fumbling around trying to get it back. On your big ships, you want to make sure that you are following the same design and keeping it, what's the word I'm looking for? I have forgotten the word. I have completely forgotten the word. All right, you come on, you. And that is being a pain in the butt. Okay, let's take a nap. I just want to turn off the night and day cycle. Is that too much to ask for? Thank you, symmetrical. There goes my brain. My brain is all blocks. We need symmetry. That's why you got to work on both sides at the same time, or as close to the same time as possible. The brain forgets. One. All right, so first one was 4. Oh, son of a. First one was 3. Really, dude? First one was 3. I see how it is. One, 2, 3, 4. This is one of the reasons I say that that destroying is building, because if you aren't destroying and correcting your mistakes as you are going along, you're doing something wrong. I know it's a little frustrating to have to stop and repair, but it's part of the process. So embrace it. Embrace the destruction, the chaos. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a symphony of destruction. Dun, 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 dun. If you can name that band, then I don't know. Oh, okay. Name the band, actually. Symphony of Destruction. Without Googling. Hey, booty tick. Okay, I gotta watch. I have to watch myself and saying some of these names, because you guys, my God, I swear you guys do it on purpose. But hey, Tickler, I'm building the spaceship YAMATO. Because it's right there, and I like to talk to people. I like to reach out to somebody by their name and say, hey, how you doing? So, like, oh my God. No, not Metallica. Yes, it's Megadeth. There you go. But there you go. Anyway, that's the Battleship YAMATO. Go look up StarBlazers on Amazon Prime, and you can watch an episode of StarBlazers right now. I was watching a couple of episodes last night, getting back into some serious nostalgia. One, 2, 3, and 4. So I know it's there. And all of its prime excellence. Sorry. I'm here crying, man, because I'm so sensitive. I need to learn how to blink. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Matt. You got to know your Megadeth. Dave Mustaine was always a little bit more poetic. Two, 3, and 4. Well, at least it's consistent on both sides. That's one thing I gotta say about this one. It's consistent. So might be able to shave off something here. I think this may have been one. Oh, check this out. It's about half stud too high. So there's something to be said here for the placement. Now I wonder, what can we do to make this work? So we have this whole thing going on. All right, let's get this up. Then you, oops, That was 3 down. Now that should bring it into alignment for there. Bring that here. Bring that there. So now this is 4. And dang it. You know what? Acceptable. We just need to get the full circle. And that works fine. Okay, so what's hard? Can I build a Zeppelin? Dude, but Strefa, I did build a Zeppelin. Kind of. All right, let's take a quick break here. I'm gonna pop over to the way up to, yeah, this should be it right here. 15. You guys saw the battle bus, right? Oh, this is a bit of a stretch. Whoa. Okay, yeah. Here we go. So if you've seen the battle bus, you've seen the Zeppelin. We were looking at building the balloon on top of the battle bus, but ended up saying that we needed to have definitely a different shape, and a Zeppelin was the best shape. So this here is the formation of our Zeppelin. Now I would have to build it like huge in order to get like I think what you're thinking about, like the Hindenburg. But this is like the start of the Hindenburg right here. Now, where is Rooster? Tell me you left a space. I thought you left a space, dude. Okay, here we go. Yes, he did leave a space. I didn't leave a space in the back. But this is our Zeppelin interior. The biggest thing about doing the Hindenburg is that it's going to be much bigger than this, and we're going to have to try to control the whole flight thing by having these balloons all around like this, because there's also a room at the very, very bottom, and it has all of the compartments. It has a whole dining room, for instance. There's dining rooms, there's cabins, there's the what they did with the Hindenburg was absolutely amazing. Go and look up the blueprints at some point, and you're going to see all of the detail in there. I know this because I built the Hindenburg once upon a time in the first year of the game. But you know what I was talking about for the Hindenburg crashed. So I was building this thing to crash. The whole point was to get it into the air, and then once I had it flying and everything, go and plant a whole bunch of boom barrels and crash it. So it goes boom, you got an entire explosion. I had the whole anti-Hindenburg incident where the Hindenburg decided that it was going to glitch out. So I go and I take out the structure that was keeping it in the air, and the thing just hung there. There was a glitch where it caused it to just not move, not go anywhere. It just hung in the air. The one thing that was designed to crash. So I'm still very annoyed about that, by the way. So that's the big reason why I never ever went back to building Hindenburg, because I'm afraid of the Hindenburg curse. Oh, well, here's the thing. I destroyed pieces on it. I added pieces to it. I did all these different things that I could think of to make it work again. And it just said, no, this is not happening. So I had to be content to just leave it and go and build something else. Now, where did I put my battleship? Yeah, believe me, it was the worst anticlimactic. I was ready to float it and just put the barrels on it and get it going. But no, it just had to be difficult. Thank you, Nautica. Thank you for the follow. All right, so anyway, back to the build. Let's just give you a good look at the YAMATO. Here, TikTok, let me move this around for you so you can see it properly. This is the Battleship YAMATO. Go look it up. Go look up the series StarBlazers on Amazon Prime. No, I'm not being paid to plug it or anything. It's an old series. It's up there. It's part of my childhood, and it's one of the shows that I've always loved. So, all right, next set of circles, 934. So let's just bring this out, because here's the difficult part about this. You can't get to the next circle until you actually bring your circle out. I'm gonna take a nap again. Oh, Mud Knight Q. Well, welcome. I've seen the name before, so hopefully it's a welcome back. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna set the front part of the circle by going forward and filling it in. So we don't have to fill in all of this. Why aren't you snapping? Come on, thank you. There we go. This at least gives it like a lot of framework that we need to follow. One of the downsides though is going from floorboards to walls is that there is a slight shift, because the floorboards are about what should we call it? Oh, hold on. You're too far. The floorboards are about 12. Okay, so the height of a wall is 12 studs, or thereabouts. It's more about 11 and a half or 12 and a half. I forget which one. But it's not consistent. That's one of the worst parts of it. Is this 8 or is it 6? That's 6. There we go, 6. And this brings us to the next part of the circle. not quite happy with the flatness of this. So I'm kind of limited with options. I'll have to bring that down a little further in order to make that work proper. Maybe down by 3. So get it to the point that I'm happy. All right. Let's get these on. This next part, we're going to have to flare out. Oh, what? Oh my God. Okay, so you are in the wrong place. No. You are in the wrong place. Great. Bye-bye. See? Measurements. Dang it. Fine. Oh, hold on. Okay. Well, that solves that. I screwed up. So now I gotta go and change these guys to 8 because the measurement should be 8 all the way over. Not a problem. All right. Fun times. Fun times. I know how to have the most fun. I swear I'm not going to be losing my mind. This is probably a lot more technical, mainly because of the circles, than the Star Destroyer. Star Destroyer, once you have that wedge, you're good to go. But this is constantly shifting circles. And the circles don't always want to play. At least play fair. Because as soon as you start to move your circle outward, then you get all these spaces and everything. And you have to kind of, you have to try to figure out what's the best solution. Now, go take a, Ann Kitty, do you have a link to Warden Works? He just went and built this sphere. It's something he's been working on for a while. We were actually taking a look at it last year, trying to figure out how to make the sphere and make it proper. And it was a huge undertaking, but he actually persisted. I mean, I gave up a long time ago, but Warden kept on working at it. So huge kudos to Warden for figuring it out. But he's got a video of it on his channel, and you should go check it out. It's not perfect, of course. I mean, it's still Lego. And with Lego, we do have the limitation of not having those, the ability to have perfect shapes. But this is as perfect as you're going to get. So this section now turns outward, and it gets a little bit bigger here. Did I see? Oh, Lady Light. Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Your husband's birthday. Oh, nice. Build ideas? There's so many. You want to build idea? Go to lego.com. If you want something for Ninjago, there's plenty of Ninjago stuff there. So definitely go and check that out. Okay, so this is the side. I need the roof section and Ninjago. And grab one of these guys. Take it down to the edge and one. Oop, there you go. Right to the edge there. Bring your pressure plate on top. And then bring it forward until it goes green. And there you go. This should now align properly. Oops. All right, there's one. There you go. Now you have your alignment. Perfect. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, it's pretty big. That's a pretty big spread. Like, wow. I'm gonna have so much cleanup to do. Yeah, ton of cleanup. Okay, let's do it again. Sorry, I forget to talk sometimes. I get into kind of the zone, I suppose. Let's call it the zone. Get locked in. Trying to figure things out. So I do apologize. It's 9:46. Okay, good. That's flat. All right. So we do have a little bit of experimenting to do, especially with trying to figure out how to use the pressure plates coming off of different angles. Because that's got like lots of possibilities there. Come on, I just took a nap. What the flip, man? Good God. All right. Don't freak, just sleep. Iron Geek, hey, haven't seen you for a while. No, I don't play Minecraft. My kids play that, and I leave them to it. Otherwise, they may stop. We're kind of at an impasse here. Besides, I like the Lego. Well, you know, but the thing is, you get things done. You figure it out. I like that you stuck with it, warding, and you still got it out. Dang it! I forgot to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. 7, 8. I'm thinking 8 is the right number. Not 10. No, let's go with 8. That's wide enough spread. Now I gotta go and get this straight again and figure out the next circle. So this is all fun and games. See, I got my center right there, and I can now bring this out. Man, the interior of this is going to be a fun mess. I was looking at the blueprints, trying to see what I had to build in here and what I could get away without building. So it still made some kind of sense. And there is so much to this ship, it's not funny. But we do it brick by brick. Now, what do we have here? Perfect. 3. Yeah, this is the widest point of the ship. This is as wide as the ship is going to get. You see this little bit of disconnect here? This now goes right there. This is not going to do the same thing. The angle is different. Is it? Oh, my God. I am so happy. The angle is right for once. Oh my God, the angle is right. That is a relief. Okay. So I found my point, and I should now be able to bring this in. Let me see what I can do here. Let's see if this piece connects. Oh, we got two things going on here. Height, displacement. It's off by a little bit. Oh, actually, it's only one thing going on. That's not too bad, actually. All right, so if we took that, that's a whole. All right, you know what? Here, get half a stud high. We go up there. Then we take this and stick it right there, so that when I take this and put it here, it's going to take care of that height disparity. Let's try that again. Okay, we got one. That's gonna be a problem. So slightly off, but that does align. So I like that. I just gotta find the right spacing for this now. Hopefully this will make it line up. Hopefully. It's a lot of finagling to do. Ah! Yeah, that's not going to work. I think it's going to be just off unless I actually start. What can I do? What can I do? There's a way to get the proper size, proper angle off of this. These two need to line up, and these two are not lined up. There's a half stud. That is a half stud, isn't it? Check it out. Oh, it's not even a perfect half stud either. There, see? Close enough for government work, I suppose. But what do we have? So, coming off the bottom of that. All right, so we need to actually bring it up off of here even further. Okay. Half a stud high. 1, 2. There you go. Half a stud. And now, 9:55. All right, guys. I am the Mad Puck 66. I stream every day from 8:30 a.m. till 10 a.m., which is when I have to run off to work because, you know, guy got to work for a living. Hopefully you've had a good time with me this morning, and you'll be back. For those of you who are new here, please leave a like, subscribe, do all the internet things. Hope you've had a great time. For those of you who are coming back, thanks for coming and hanging out. You guys make this whole journey really awesome, and I am fully appreciative of you guys. Hang out. We have a new ending credit sequence, and we're actually going to give you the end of the song for the first time ever. So, excuse me, be sure to be here to check that out. I did a whole new sequence, and it's Ann Kitty approved. So yes, I did check with Ann Kitty to make sure that I got a few things right. But we're going to be playing that in a second. I'm just trying to get through this last thing here. Kaboom should be back. So if you are on YouTube, or if you're not on YouTube, head on over to YouTube. But Kaboom should be back. He's got shenanigans going on again this morning. He's been doing that's nice, that's better. The Dragon Trophy streams. But this morning, I don't know what Kaboom is doing. anyway, I've been building the YAMATO. I will be building this for the rest of the week. So by tomorrow, I should have a couple more circles in, and you should be seeing a lot more of the shape. And a lot of it is just going to be filling in some of that shape. So this is a pretty big build, but we should be looking at a lot of new techniques and just adapting them to the build. So this is, like I said, pretty big, 104 meters long, but it's gonna be amazing. This is based on the Battleship YAMATO from the show StarBlazers, which you can watch on Amazon Prime. Go and check it out. It's an old show, started in 1976, and it's gone through several iterations. I think the last one is YAMATO 2199. Anyway, I got 2 minutes left, so it's time to go. So anyway, thank you guys for coming by. I will see you in the next one. We're gonna be doing some more awesome builds. Always live builds here on Lego Fortnite. Always epic. Mad Puck.
She said, give me another minute, I'll be there in an hour. Okay. I swore I was finished, she took my powers and she got me. So if you ever wonder what love's all about, be careful who you pick. They might break you out with their poison.
Carnations or daisies, one prick from a thorn and she'll drive you crazy.
Flower.